Warning! The following video is over-exaggerated. Most opinions shared aren't accurate to my thoughts and feelings. Cow cow, moo moo, funny cow, $80, moo. $80 for one video game. Thank you, Nintendo, for breaking the next spending boundary and destroying your reputation in 2 seconds. I can't wait for Grand Theft Auto 6 to be $100. This is the lamest title screen ever. It's just random footage of a driver on a road. Where the hell is my
Luigi Kart 8?
Or this menu is nearly identical to the one from Mario Kart 8. Where's the pizzazz? What the f happened to the character select screen? If you thought it was a little messy in Mario Kart 8, bro, look at how many tabs there are, and it's not even organized. And no, sorting doesn't fix anything. All it does is put the characters and their costumes together. Would it have killed them to make sub-menus for all the costumes? Like, what is with Nintendo's obsession with these long menus lately? Tears of the Kingdom, Echoes of Wisdom. They really want us to scroll for 20 seconds to select one thing. At least Echoes of Wisdom got a favorites patch for that recently, but man. Ah, Pauline's snapping to the music. Oh no, now she's out of sync. What the hell? Cow eating a burger? Now that's cannibalism. There's so many cool items here, but there's no fake item box yet again. I'm gonna confuse Piranha Plant for the plant item from Mario Kart 8. Why does the game have smart steering on by default? Auto use item? Bro, what am I, a 5-year-old? I mean, is 24 players really that interesting? Does it really enhance the race that much outside of the knockout tour? There's no 200cc, which is insane considering this is a huge open world game. Rest in peace to underwater driving. Instead, you drive on top of the water and transform into water skis. I guess that's cooler? Even the new charge jumping is slower. The game really wants you to just mindlessly go straight, or maybe rail grind, which can be a bit faster. Why does the Flower Cup have all retro tracks and the Shell Cup only has one? Nintendo broke their own rules. It's crazy that with all this remixed music, there's no way to listen to it on its own. Okay, so I like that Nintendo is trying something new with Grand Prix. Instead of doing 3 laps per track, you only do that for the first race, and the other 3 are 1 lap per track, and instead drive over to the location to make up the time. While I can appreciate the change of pace, this kinda sucks. This feels like Nintendo is catering to people with extreme ADHD, where everything has to be different all the time. It makes it hard to really connect with the tracks you're playing on. Just an option to have this version, and the classic version of Grand Prix would be nice. Time trials are pretty much the same as before, which is a good thing, although it's kinda hard to pick a track when they're all laid out on this map. The workaround for playing tracks normally is to select open and then click the same track twice in versus mode to avoid the intermissions. Why is it this complicated to play tracks traditionally? Desert Hills doesn't have Pokies anymore, but instead, Easter Island heads from Super Mario Land. I don't know if that's a good thing or not. The track just doesn't feel like Desert Hills at all at this point. Mario Stadium is so different too that it doesn't feel the same at all from the N64 original. DK Pass doesn't have the mountain anymore with the free mushrooms or stars. It's kinda disappointing that Wario Shipyard is just flooded with water now. It barely resembles the original at all. The spiny shell is flying, yet it doesn't have the wings. You can get up to 20 coins max instead of 10, which is neat, except that the speed increase is the same as Mario Kart 8, meaning they're more useless now than ever. What happened to Battle Mode? They only have Balloon Battle and Coin Runners. Where the heck is Bob-omb Blast, Renegade Roundup, and Shine Thief? And there's only one retro track, Big Donut, which has already been remade before. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. It's just the tracks again! Oh my god, it's like we use Mario Kart 8. Well, okay, not completely. Only the top 4 tracks reuse chunks of normal tracks, while the bottom 4 tracks are a little more normal. It feels like the battle mode didn't have a lot of time to cook, which I guess makes sense since the free roam was such a big new thing. There's no way to decrease the amount of players either, which I guess wouldn't work anyway because these battle mode stages are way too big. I got so bored playing battle mode that I took a picture of a cow with cow. Free roam? Bro, Mario Kart did not need an open world adventure, especially because I'm the 1% of people that's played too many open world games the past 5 years and I'm sick of it. Why can only certain characters have unlockable costumes and others can't? That's kind of stupid. I want to see Cow with a Got Milk shirt on because that would be funny. Why can't you turn on and off items like you could in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? Hello. I'll take a number 6. I'll have lettuce with that. I'll have cheese. And could you also add some extra ketchup packets on the side? Okay, but for real, Nintendo's really got Yoshi's working a minimum wage job. Not even the Mushroom Kingdom's economy saved. What, you wanted Rob as a playable character again? Nah, they turned him into a fucking bike instead. Are we sure that's Choco Mountain? It sure as hell didn't look or feel like it in the slightest. Why did they remake Sky High Sundae? It's not even that great of a track. Really? Moo Moo Meadows again? I get that Cow is a playable character, but what about Moo Moo Farm? Can we change it up already? With how expansive free roam is, you'd think there'd be some semblance of a story, or just a few boss battles would be cool. It's crazy that Mario Kart DS is the only Mario Kart to have these. Bowser Jr.'s in the game, but the Koopalings aren't. Make that make sense. This is the one game where they should be included. Not even Pink Gold Peach or Gold Mario are here. You'd think with all the costumes, they'd throw them in just for the heck of it. A flying cup just scared a cow. That's a sentence I never thought I'd say. Oh my god, the special cup icon is next to the lightning cup and not sitting next to the star cup. Oh god, John, can you please switch those icons? Thank you. Oh, that's so much better. Oh cool, Dash Food. Now Nintendo's gonna make me hungry and fat every time I see Mario eat a burger. They got rid of the I'm using tilt controls from the messages. And Nintendo even made a Joy-Con 2 wheel. Oh, the travesty. Oh. So the online mode with friends is a bit strange. When the lobby is loading, you drop into free roam, and then you can only pick 3 stages that are near you. Why can't we just pick whatever stages we want? Why does everything have to be tied to the frickin' free roam? And again, when you pick the stages you want, you don't play on them for 3 laps just like the Grand Prix. I'm convinced that Mario Kart World is a spin-off of Mario Kart. It's so weird and funky. Nintendo really fired the bag from the 3DS eShop and put him on 24/7 work duty in Mario Kart World. Holy shit, that was close. I wish the game would show final times at the end of tracks like they used to 20 years ago. Take a good look at the world map. Have you noticed anything familiar? Really look at it closely because yes, it's the same as the Breath of the Wild map. If you take this top half and flip it, look at what we've got here. DK Pass is the Hebra Mountains, Bowser's Castle is Death Mountain, Desert Hills is the Gerudo Desert, Peach Stadium is the Sanctum, Fairway Oasis is the Rebella Wetlands. It's all the same thing. Ha! Who would have guessed Nintendo sold us Breath of the Wild again? What's with that sensual look, Rosalina? If you're trying to find the remainder of the P-switches, Peach medallions, or question mark blocks, good luck! The game map does absolutely nothing to help you. There's not even a tally for what's completed in each area. If you're gonna copy Breath of the Wild, having indicators for the P-switches and collectibles on the map would be nice. You can literally farm costumes in some spots by just getting the Dash Food over and over and just swap characters. While this is hilarious, it seems like we should be unlocking these costumes by beating P-switch missions or something else. How do Donkey Kong and Pauline only have 1 costume, but Baby Rosalina has 4? The costume inconsistency makes no sense. Being forced to unlock NPC characters through Kamek kinda sucks. He rarely spawns, and it's mostly random what characters you get. You can't play certain stages to get a higher likelihood of specific NPCs spawning like the Fishbone in Toad's Factory, but it still takes way too long to unlock these.
This has to be the quirkiest Mario Kart game that I've played in ages. And this is coming from a guy that's played Mario Kart Live Home Circuit. Nathaniel!
What?
There's a cow in the house! Come on! A cow? What are you talking about? He's right here! He's right here! The cow! The cow! Hey guys. So, do you like boulders?
No.
Do you have enough saved up to live off 4% of your investments?
No.
Come on, man. The sooner you start, the better.
No.
Can you believe this guy? What the hell is happening? I don't know. I'm just gonna go back to playing Mario Kart World because boy is it mind-blowing.
Mario Kart World!
Hell yeah, he says the name. Mario Kart in 4K, baby. It is surreal to see a Nintendo game look this vibrant and nice. Cow! You can play as the cow. The character roster is genuinely insane. It includes 50 racers, and that's before including any of the costumes that you can unlock. Mario's adorable little jam. Bro's having the time of his life. Waluigi must have thunder thighs to be able to hold that pose for so long. It's about time that Nabbit made it to Mario Kart. I'm kind of shocked that baby Pauline isn't a character. Dry Bones do be dancing like me though, for real for real. Look at the penguin's face, he's so derpy and cute. And look at some of these other picks. We've got Goomba, Fishbone, Cataquack, Coin Coffer, Snowman, Swoop, Contour, Parabitty. This is f***ing hilarious. Nintendo's just throwing in whoever they think would look stupid in a cart. The Dolphin riding the Dolphin Dasher. Parabitty and the Bitty Buggy. Oh my god, the Parabitties sound so cute when they're tricking. I love how Sightseeing Mario is just the sunshine shirt, but now he's got it unbuttoned because he don't give a f no more. It's cool that some of the Mario Odyssey costumes are included, like Peach's vacation outfit. The Daisy swimwear is adorable, let's just be honest. And Yoshi's costumes are f***ing awesome. We got the Dapper Aristocrat, the Badass Biker, and the Luigi's Food Slinger and Soft Server. The Toadette Soft Server is kinda cute as well. Oh my god, King Boo Aristocrat absolutely slaps. That suit and the monocle, it fits perfectly. B. Wario. Need I say more? The dress for Rosalina Aurora is genuinely dazzling. The detail and layers on the front look so nice. I'm surprised that there's still tilt controls and a Joy-Con 2-wheel that you can get too. The gliders are gone. Instead, you transform into plane wings, and honestly, this looks way more natural and it's aesthetically more pleasing since the gliders don't block so much of your view of the character. It's possible to throw projectiles in any direction, but only with the right analog stick for some reason. The music in this game is out of this world. There's over 200 remixed Mario tracks, and they all just sound incredible. You can throw items on the rails, which can come in handy attacking people in your way. Chaining jump charges is really satisfying. You can basically always be drifting at all times whether turning or not. Having these running starts is a nice way to spice up the beginning of a race. You can trick multiple times in a row in the air now. It reminds me a lot of Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed. Listen to the music. Yep, that's a remix of the Mario Kart 8 title screen playing on a track. My brain hurts. You can control the direction of your character after getting hit by a blue shell, which can make you getting up from it a little bit faster if you land straight. Knockout Tour is genuinely the best mode to come out of Mario Kart in decades. Racing against 24 players with the 4 last players getting knocked out between areas is really thrilling. It forces you to play strategically and try to stay alive, and actually adds a sense of pressure. Man, just look at the placement letters. Why do they look so freaking striking and awesome? Dude, the font choice in this game is the best I've ever seen in this franchise. Even the carts look alive in this game. Not only are the characters wonderfully animated, but the carts also move around fluidly and have wondrous push and pull effects as they bounce around the tracks. Despite battle mode being a mess, at least you don't respawn when you lose all your balloons. Thank God your balloons actually mean something in this game. Dino Jungle's dinosaurs actually look like real dinosaurs. Shy Guy Bazaar feels so weird to play during the day. Starview Peak's water section glistens in such a beautiful way. I love how the blue shells, bob-ombs, and horns have the cartoony kaboom text whenever they blow up. This game is just so full of life. Check out that epic Koopa balloon. Aw yeah. Great Question Mark Block Ruins has such a sick opening in the Grand Prix. You fly through the sky up this huge gust of water to reach it. You could do teams of 4 instead of just 2. I guess that's cool. The coin shell's kinda neat. You throw it and a bunch of coins come pouring out for you to collect. And the Kamek item is interesting. He turns all the racers in front of him into random enemies for a bit. I love that the feather has returned to normal racers instead of just being in battle mode. It can actually be really helpful to reach higher areas or help drive on walls. Look at how nice the star looks, with that subtle blue and orange surrounding its edges. I'm pretty shocked to see Mario Kart Tour items in here, like the hammer and coin box. That's so cool. Boo Cinema is sick. This might be my new favorite track in the game. The aesthetic is so unique. Flying through the cinema screens and driving across the film is really trippy. Whoa, hold on. You actually unlock characters? Who could have seen that coming in the year 2025? Stickers serve as achievements, and can be thrown on the carts too if you really want. Dude, they brought back so many goats. Airship Fortress, Wario Shipyard, Dino Jungle, Toad's Factory. Nintendo wasn't around. The B question mark blocks get you coins if you manage to jump into them. The photo mode is pretty easy to use and fun. It's very similar to the other photo modes from other Switch 1 games. Tricking off the waves can be a lot of fun if you chain together a bunch at once. I really like how items don't slow you to a stop. You just kind of drift across the road for a second. It has a much better flow with the gameplay. I'm so glad Mario Kart has gone back to this. I love how half of the objects in free roam can be smashed into and knocked around. It makes it way easier to navigate and is more enjoyable. The slow-mo mode for time trials is kind of neat. Oh my god, Wario Stadium from Mario Kart 64 actually got a remake. This is officially the second retro Mario Kart to have all its tracks completely recreated at one point or another. The new Bowser's Castle isn't the craziest one ever, but it's a ton of fun to fly through regardless. Nintendo actually made SNES Mario Circuit interesting by combining them all together into one. Acorn Heights is a really pretty looking track, driving across the massive trees and leaves. This is the most visually beautiful Rainbow Road I've ever played in my life. Each lap has an entirely different art style, and it swaps music as you go, and is one of the most blissful experiences you can have playing Mario Kart. Doing game chat with Facecam is hilarious. Seeing live reactions of your friends while playing in-game is kind of fun. The free roam mode is an absolute blast. Just driving around and getting new costumes, finding P-Switch missions and Peach medallions is such a treat. Even though this mode kind of ambushed the entire game and all of its other modes, I'm glad Nintendo tried something new and creative here. I also love that you can retry right away if you lose a mission. Not all the missions are difficult, but the timer to complete them is always tight. Damn, those Yoshi chips look good. The new rewind feature is really useful for learning hard jumps or getting through tough P-Switch missions. You can also fast travel around free roam, which is super handy. Oh yeah, okay, we're just gonna turn into a semi-truck just because. Oh, and now we're turning into a huge yacht. Okay. Oh, take that back. Now I'm flying a freaking helicopter. Dude, what's happening? Oh, okay, I see. I'm a freaking UFO. I'm a UFO. Oh, okay. You can even catch Navin in this game, because why not? Alright, that's neat that this mission is Koopa Beach 1 in disguise. You can also find Ghost Valley 1 and 2 tributes. That's cool that Nintendo snuck in a few extra tracks. Holy sh**, that was close. You actually have to unlock Mirror Mode this time around. To do this, you have to complete 150cc Grand Prix and Knockout Tour, find 40 P-Switches, 10 Peach Medallions, and beat the Special Cup again. While I don't really care for Mirror Mode, I'm just glad this game has actual unlockables that don't involve monetization. So thank you, Nintendo, for keeping it real. Even if your game is way too freaking expensive, but hey, you know what? I'll give you points for that. In free roam, jump into the Peach glass and bada bing Mario 64 reference, now you're playing the whole thing in mirror mode.
Say, have you guys figured out the cow situation yet? Where'd they go? Oh. Hello, chump. Yes, the cow is gone. It's moved on. Yeah, well, Bathaniel Nandy said he would take care of it. I don't know what that means. All right, eat the grass. This is good for you.
Moo.
Eat the grass.
Moo.
Oh my God, you're a cow. You must eat.
Moo.
Do it.
Moo.
Please, I'm begging you.
Moo. Moo.
Do it.
Moo.
You trust me. It's good stuff. You're gonna like it.
Moo.
Yes, you will.
Moo.
What is your problem?
Moo. Moo.
Eat the grass.
Moo. Moo.
All right. You know what? We're gonna double fist hand. Eat the grass now.
Moo. Moo.